gentlemen, it is your man's Mr. Dominic Cruz, feature on ABC, NBC, CBS, Yahoo, and Fox. Coming at you with another video. Yes, another one. Now, before we get into this whole thing, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and notification bell. So every time I make a video, you'll be the first one to know, and I hope you're striving for your purpose and mission in life. So, how to know when it's time to let go? So, here's the thing, right? Because really, you're blind because you don't know when to let go, and you think there's like change. You think there's going to be you think things are going to be different sometimes, and when you always keeps going back, always back. I mean, I understand if it's like been years later, but if it's been like a couple weeks, a couple months, a few months, no one changes that much. um but how to know when it's really time to let go? Because I'm gonna give you three signs how to know you would really let go. Because look, it's important to respect yourself, but it's also important that you should be happy. Um, and a lot of people, it really irritates, because I remember being in this position as well. You sacrifice your happiness for your significant other. That is not a healthy relationship. So, um, but I'm gonna get to that part. But when you put your happiness to the side and make sure that they're happy all the time, you're miserable. So, and that's a sign to let go. That's one of the signs, but that's not the signs I'm going to tell you. But it's one of them. But you know what? Without further ado, let's get into this whole thing, right? Um, so sign number one is you're expected to make sacrifices. You're expected to sacrifice your personal values, your values, and you change into someone that you're really not. Um, this is where you have to communicate, but honestly, this also comes down to you too, because you have to really communicate this. You can, if you're so afraid of communicating your personal values, and you're turning into someone that you're really not, you have to communicate that. But if it's not going to go the way that, obviously, if things don't go the way that you wanted to, and you're still being the person that you're really not, then that's a sign to let go. It's time to like walk away. It's not easy to let go. It's easier said than done. I get it. But what more who how are you helping yourself by staying in? How are you going to see a better future if you're always going to stay in that misery? All right? So, if you have to make sacrifices of your values, that's a sign to let go. It's a sign to walk away. Um, and if you honestly, if you have struggles on how to move on, if you have struggles, right, and you have struggles like crying. I mean, not crying with like letting go of your ex, or you're in the process of the breakup and you're just don't know how to cope with your emotions, I have an accelerator strategy that you can possibly use to help you get over your ex a lot faster. Sign number two, you justify you justify the things, you justify that it's worth holding on. You justify that it's worth holding on when truth be told that it's really not. You know that if you hold on, that it's going to go back to the same way it did. It's going to go back, or it may even get worse. I made a video about complacency being one of the number one killers in all relationships, because when you're so complacent, it's complacency is like it's designed to keep you comfortable, and when you're comfortable, you're happy, right? But it also is boring. So, and when your significant other is bored, they're gonna get bored of you, and they're gonna eventually resent you. But when you try to justify of something to worth holding on, and it's really not, it's really not. That's a sign to let go. Like I can say this from experience that when I was in one of those relationships a long time ago, where I always justified it to my friends that it was worth holding on. It was worth getting her back. It was worth, staying in the relationship. When really, my friends were like, yeah, you know what? You might be thinking it's worth you might be thinking it's worth staying miserable, staying unhappy, staying disrespected. You know, you're blind. So when you just try to justify worth holding on and it's not really worth it, and your friends actually give you the signs, even your family give you the signs, um, even your coworkers give you the signs. It's time to let go. All right. Last but not least, you're always the one that's making sacrifices. You're the one that's just always sacrificing your time. You're always sacrificing your energy. Oh, obviously, you're always gonna give your energy to that person. But if you're always sacrificing, and you're the only one that is, you're the only one. You're the only one, only person in that relationship that is making sacrifices. I swear, you gotta walk away. You gotta let go. That's a sign. That's a sign to let go. Like that's like you going into this you doing everything possible to make this relationship work when they ain't have to do anything. They don't have to do anything to make it work. They don't have to do anything to make you happy. They don't have to do like they you do all the work. They sit back and look pretty and right? But when you're the one that's always making sacrifices, that's draining to your energy. That's draining your time. You're not gonna get back your time. Just letting you know that right now. Um, that's draining you mentally. All these signs are gonna drain you mentally. It's a mental toll, and it's going to and when and if the breakup does happen, you're gonna be so lost. You're going to be extremely lost that you don't even know who you are. But you know what? I always find beauty in that. Because I remember when I was lost, it was one of the best times. I'm not going to lie. Um, but please, if you find yourself the only one that's making sacrifices, you got to walk away. And if you struggle with that, you can always hire me for your coaching, and I can help you through the process, helping you get over your ex a lot faster, too. So that's pretty much it. So look, one, you're expected to sacrifice your personal values and you change it to someone that you're not. But remember communication. Two, you justify it's worth holding on, and you really know that it's not worth. And number three, you always are. You're the only one that's making sacrifices, but not her, not your significant other. So that's pretty much the whole thing. So if you guys are looking to get over your ex, you can get my buck 10 simple tips to get over your ex. And if you like my videos, you can donate to my work using PayPal or Venmo. It's also in the description box. And if you're someone that likes to get one-on-one coaching with your man's Mr. Dominic Cruz, um, you can also hire me by visiting www.dominiccruz.com or going to the Calendly link I have in the description box. But other than that, ladies and gentlemen, if you find this information valuable, I want you to drop a like, drop a comment, drop a share, and of course, it is your man's Mr. Dominic Cruz coming at you with another video. Yes, another one, another one, another one. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, take it easy.